aggressive. They did 3-0 Frydazal and Pavelski to get into this spot, so they should not be slept on.
Yeah, we saw Jakeyy and Saphir on the first set of the day on the stream, and they were really, really solid here. Jakeyy, as soon as they were able to warm up on the Teska, having a lot of success, but we're getting into it now as Ahmet is on a very strange legend pick. We got the Devil Jin or the Zariel, a bow we haven't seen a lot besides Kaya in 2v2s.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute. I think Zariel did get a lot more love as far as play rates go, just because people figured out, you know what, that signature kit, pretty good in the 2 space, has a really long active time, really a lot of opportunities to get those follow-ups, and can get some great KOs, but we'll see if Ahmet can get into the position to do those.
Ooh, as you say, that position to get those sidelight into the recovery will close out that stock as Jakeyy gets beat out, and I believe a gauntlet mirror there, but Saphir double side air, hits both opponents. A side air high to cover the top platform, not quite enough as Martin gets a little bit too much momentum there, and a nice little conversion for Jakeyy to close out that stock.
Really subtle thing that happened there is as Jakeyy did that side 6, Saphir moved to the left and actually ate a weapon toss from Martin to keep that one from getting interrupted.
Ooh, nice end light there on the GC down. Like, great reactions from Jakeyy to know not to dodge and actually swing back there. Ahmet unarmed and in a bad spot nair into the side air for some nice damage. Sidesig into the end sig there to send downwards. Ahmet, can you make it back on the bow? Yes, you can, as you're able to get a nair there into the chase dodge back to the stage. Tries to flip the reversal there with a down air, but still a KO onto Jakeyy there.
Yep, that was Saphir, who got taken out there by Martin's recovery. But again, team combo opportunity. Gravity cancel side sig goes early that time, and it works out as it takes out Ahmet and another side sig to take out Martin.
Sometimes the blue team just make it look so easy. Like, why not just side sig? I side sig, and I will do it again because it is strong. And there, it works out nice and simple for the blue team. But the red team having to get into some complicated strings there to try to get those damage built up. As Sig actually hits your own teammate there. That's unfortunate.
Dude, why not just Sig? I wish I could get away with saying that.
I know, right?
Neutral Sig? Okay, nice gravity cancel sidelight in there, just getting some more damage put down onto Saphir, and the down Sig finishes it off, but man, Ahmet's taking a lot of damage.
I will Sig because it is strong, even on the red team's Ogrim as well. Another signature into the Lance recovery. Doesn't fully convert, but a very dubious way to close out stocks early there. And okay, only can get one opponent with that signature, but it looks like Ahmet unable to make it back. That will be the blue team taking game number 1 very confidently there.
Yeah, that was Ahmet seeing the writing on the wall, just kind of drifted to the right and said, okay, we'll go next. This one didn't really go our way, but that's okay. We'll make some adjustments and go into game number 2. But man, just some really solid play from the blue team. Didn't have any ramp-up time. It was just like, you know what? Let's start getting those follow-ups. And they weren't even like the big team combos. It was just like, here's a Sig, here's another Sig, bam, that guy's gone.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, so far, the blue team, not as flashy as their previous set at the latter half of it, but still just really solid. Sometimes 2s is not about like having the most flashy things, about clocking in, clocking out, getting to 3-0. And it looks like the blue team are in that mode right now. They're like, okay, this is one more set into top 8 to get into the money. We know what we need to do. We're just going to do it.
There was a nice opportunity there on the left side. Ahmet had the edge guard being built onto Saphir, but Saphir managed to get up onto the wall. Recovery attempt from Saphir. He has not touched a weapon in a hot minute here. He is eating a lot of damage. Another side light, but didn't eat the recovery.
Saphir with a nice little lance string there. That's a 4-piece for some big damage. On the other side, though, Ahmet actually edgeguarding Jakeyy. Can't find the KO, but some nice damage. So it actually forces Saphir to stop hitting Martin, but it didn't seem like it mattered too much there as Martin loses that first stock for the red team.
Yeah, Saphir got some good damage, but like you said, had to rotate over, saw that Jakeyy was having a little bit of trouble against Ahmet and will continue to as Ahmet gets that KO onto Jakeyy.
Saphir now playing into that. I'm going to just hold the stocks here and hold onto the wall. Little geometry there. The recovery sends high, though, and nowhere near enough KOing right now onto Ogrim. The ground pound somehow snipes out the Ogrim there in that calculation. Jakeyy, nice chase dodge upwards, realizing Ahmet is going to try to reversal off that side air off stage. Very smart stuff from Jakeyy, realizing I need to hold onto this stock as long as possible.
Okay, side air going to launch Martin on the left side. Another 2-piece. And the recovery will finish it off. Team combo opportunity, but both of them whipping their neutral lights, but still the downlight's enough to take out Ahmet.
Yeah, once Axe downlight starts KOing you, you're like, all right, I'll give it up. Like, I must have had a lot of damage on me to get KO'd there, and definitely did, as Ahmet was holding onto that stock for dear life. But right now, the blue team with a slight stock advantage. They're up 1, but the red team fighting back very quickly. Martin with the weapon toss into unarmed jump sider to call it a jump from Jakeyy, not wanting to stack over their own teammate. Smart stuff from the red team. Finds a KO on Jakeyy off of that, and Now the red team with an opportunity to make a lead happen, but nice stalling from Saphir with the lands. Very ambiguous landing. The red team couldn't get any team combos going there.
Yeah, that's one of the things Lance does really well, is it can just float in the air for a really long time, which is great when you're waiting for your teammate. Here comes the Sig. Side Sig, not quite enough to finish off Martin. Ahmet on the left side eats the recovery, but Martin gets back to the stage.
Oh, little team damage there as Jakeyy expects Martin to dodge downwards. Maybe the down air covers Jakeyy, but Jakeyy with the side air dodges up and avoiding Ahmet's nair as well. Jakeyy makes it back in a masterclass of how to recover in the 2v1. Saphir with some nice damage there pushes Ahmet off stage. Martin going for a deep side air, try to flip it, but on the other side, Saphir closes out that, and now it's a 2v1 onto Martin, unarmed with the lance. The side air evens up though. It's a 1v1, but it's 2 stocks to 1.
Yo, if he goes God mode, though, he can do this. Needs to take the stock off of Saphir, but he jumps for his weapon, and instead, Saphir, with that recovery, going to take him out. That's 2 for Jakeyy and Saphir.
I don't know if Saphir saw it in the cards that a weapon toss upward would be in order, but it seemed to me that what Saphir had to read on was like, Martin wants to jump here and get something going vertically. I'm going to just jump, charge up a recovery, and find the KO there. We see a little bit of what happened off stage. This is a crazy recovery. Avoiding all of the hits there after getting hit by a sider that deep and low. Really smart stuff from Jakeyy, and that delay there just allowed you know, Saphir to stay in the game a little bit longer. Attention pulled away from your teammate, of course.
Yeah, I really like Jakeyy's decision-making in that edge guard position where he went down to avoid that side air and then held onto the side air of his own, so he went as far forward as possible. Really good decision-making. Now we're going into game number 3. Ahmet might want to play a little bit more edge guard heavy, but Jakeyy can try to turn this one around.
Ooh, Martin right now fighting with that lance in hand, but a double team combo. Oh, I think expecting a ground pound or a down air. Yeah, exactly. Bad comms in the 2's combo, but still a lot of damage aside. Sig won't connect there, but Jakeyy is going ham on the boots right now. The recovery covers high and finds the KO, going for it anyway, saying, you know what, you'll take less damage, I'll get the KO, all good. Sorry about the damage there, but Saphir has taken almost no damage so far.
Yeah, he's fine with it. Team damage onto Saphir right now is totally okay as long as you're getting good damage on the other team or KOs like happened in that moment.
Oh, the haymaker charges up, gets interrupted by the nair from Saphir. Really unfortunate. Oh, this is a bad spot to be in, but flips the situation. Double side air there. No one knows what's happening in the bubble, but they both make it back somehow.
Okay, Saphir makes it back. Meanwhile, Ahmet got the just grounded downlight nair to get the KO onto Jakeyy. Jakeyy's on his second stock.
Saphir in the head of Martin, expecting to jump there, actually chasing upwards to realize it. The side sig will close out that stock. Saphir holding onto the wall. Nice little recovery, or nice little edge guard sequence from Ahmet, but Jakeyy just makes it back, rushes to get back to stage as fast as possible. Needs to pick up a weapon, though.
Yeah, Ahmet's getting some good damage. Saphir still on that first stock, though.
Saphir having to dodge through that side air off stage and getting the Sig, and Ahmet can't make it back. Really unfortunate now, both of them on their last stock and looking to close it out there. Jakeyy with the GC side Sig. Saphir says, no, I'm taking that KO. That was mine too. Let's see the team combo. Can you get the nair? Didn't get it there, but another team combo ensues. Can you get the recovery? Yes, you can. And as fast as they had 2 stocks, it was back to 0. It was over. It was I don't even know what to say. That just happened so fast.
They just pulled out the eraser, set the size to as big as possible, and got rid of anything red on the screen. There's that little flub, a little bit of miscommunication, but they got it all together in the end. And man, one thing that's really